Hi everyone, it's Sean here from Making Models 81. Just got my May update. Been a pretty productive month this month. Managed to get the Panther finished at last, yay! Which I'll show you in a second. And the Blue One Voss is coming along nicely and should be completed in the next couple of weeks, probably the next week or so. I would have thought would have been finished. So with those two almost complete, I should be able to get on with the Matchbox community build, which I've been just waiting to get rid of these two. I'll get these two finished before I progress onto that. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to take a lot of work to get that done, so I need to start doing it now really to make sure that I sort of finish in time, because 3 months is almost gone already, so crazy. So yeah, so let's have a look at the models so far, and then I will go on to a few purchases that I've made this month. Okay.
Right, so here is the finished Panther model. The base is made out of paper mache. Now, because I had issues with the tracks, I felt it needed something just to explain why it has a broken track, which I'll go into in a second. But this is the final model. Lots of rust. I don't know if I've done too much rust on this. I'll leave it to you guys to make that decision. But you know, it's my first time doing the effect, so I think I've probably got a little bit carried away. But no, overall I'm happy with it. The finish, it's a bit of it's an old kit, so there was issues with the tracks. So I don't know. I think I would like to build another armour kit in the future, maybe a slightly larger scale. So it's got more detailing. This was lacking in detail and it's quite fiddly to deal with. So, but other than that, it is all finished. I've just got to give it a dull coat because, as you can see at the front by the machine gun, it's a little bit glossy still, so I've just got to give it a dull coat. Now, as you can see, the tracks, this is the completed track, but it doesn't actually beat, which is really really great. Now, this one broke because I thought I had the genius idea of heating the track up and trying to stretch it, and funnily enough it broke. So what I had to do was come up with some way of explaining why the track was broke. I didn't want to go to the rigmarole of getting a replacement because they probably just sent me exactly the same tracks and I just had the same problem. So built this little dio, got a sticking out rock here, so when the tracks come along, sorry, the tanks come along, it's gone over and it's broken its tracks probably in, I mean the actual box itself depicts it in some hot country, got palm trees in the background, sand, so this could be in Africa maybe, World War II, on the retreating from the British Army. Didn't have time to scuttle the vehicle and destroy it, so they just had to abandon it, and then there it laid, forgotten for some years, while the war continued, and then obviously when it was found. So yeah, that's the story I'm giving it anyway, to explain why it's got a broken track. Probably maybe a little bit too much detail, but yeah, you know, I'm pretty pleased with the end result. And this will take probably pride of place on my son's shelf in his bedroom. So that is the Panther tank all finished. Now the Blumenvoss has got its camo done on the top, as you can see. I've got some issues that I've got to tidy up, some yellow paint that's bled through the tape, so I've got to go back and tidy that up. I've still got to finish off another coat on the tail part. Engine's complete, just got to put the cowling on. I'm going to have these open both sides. So what I'm going to have done is I'm going to have the canopy open. I'm going to, you know, probably the story behind this is that it's had some sort of engine problems and it couldn't take off, so it's grounded. The underneath is pretty much done. I've just got to give it gloss coat and add some weathering to that. But the wheel wells are okay. Wheels etc. are on and glued in. Got to give the dull coat once I've weathered the bombs a little bit. I'm not going to go mad with the bombs, but I will give them a dirty effect. And this is a better look of the camo. Really happy with the camo. You know, couldn't have gone better. Did have issues with where the panel lines are, where I've taped up, and I didn't take this into consideration at all, is that because the paint is so thin, where I've taped up over the panel lines, it seeped under in the channel and gone through. So I've had to go back, and I mean, you can actually see on the panel line that's just there, you can see it's a little bit darker, and that's because the paint's bled through the channel. So just something to learn from. I'm going to have to think of a way of getting that sealed off better if I'm going to do some sort of complicated camo, because it is quite complicated to get everything sort of masked off correctly. Probably the best bits that I am most happy with are this section here. It's just so nice and sharp and exactly how it is on the paint instructions as well, so I'm really happy. So this should be finished in the next couple of weeks. As I've said before, just got to get the painting finished, get a gloss coat, and then we can get started with the decals, and then it will be finished. So yeah, I've enjoyed the build so far. It's been pretty good. Right, let's move on to some purchases this month. Now, the first one is a book. It's, as it says, the world's greatest aircraft. Picked it up from my local work store, and it's just a lovely book. All different aircrafts from all different areas, periods. There's lovely photos in there, as well as you know, the pictures. So this is the Nighthawk. So just a lovely. So it's a bit shiny. Just some really lovely photos in it, and all sorts of aircraft, and it's going to be invaluable for me to sort of look through and just see all the different types. This is the Petlyakov, which I'll be doing next after I've started on the Matchbox Walrus. So yeah, really good book. So I do recommend it if you're looking for a good reference book, was not just to get you started with. This is a really good find. And when I was going through, where's my bookmark? Oops, sorry about it. I came across this craft and I thought, never heard of this craft before. I don't know if you guys have the Bolton Paul Defiant. I was sort of reading through, and it just looks absolutely great. I've never seen one of these fighter aircraft with sort of big cannons on the back, sort of a turret. I was really sort of surprised. So I did, as part of one of my purchases this month, I did go on Fleabait and buy an Airfix Bolton Paul Defiant aircraft. This one was manufactured in New Zealand, I believe. Yep. So this scheme on the back is for the Royal Australian Air Force. But I just liked it because it had the teeth for this scheme, so that's why I bought this one. Kit's very old, so I expect problems with it, but should be a good build. So that was that. Now this one is the Focke-Wulf 190 by Italia. just wanted to complete, well not complete, but to add another German aircraft to this, to the 109. Saw this one, looked quite good. Again, this is an old tooling, but I'm hoping that the standard is still the same for an old kit as well as the new one, so looking forward to this one as well. Look on the back, 2 schemes. I don't know if I'll go with the unknown unit. I may go with the one on the left, the German camo in 1944. We go for the mottled effect on here. And it looks so it's all greys on this one, so scheme should be relatively straightforward. So yeah, another purchase on eBay just for a couple of pounds, so all in all, not too bad. My final purchase were just these Squadron sanding sticks, all different grades. Now, I haven't had sanding sticks before. All I've had is the Tamiya sanding paper. 3 different grip sizes, 2000 being the smallest, up to 1200. So I'm looking forward to using these, because I've found, especially on the Ruben Boss, getting these seam lines done where it was pretty tricky with the paper. Just using sort of something, your fingers, it's just no good. So you can really get into the seam lines on these with the various grit sizes. So yeah, looking forward to using those. I'll let you know if they're any good or not. So yeah, that is pretty much it really. The wife doesn't know about these purchases, so don't tell her, because she will go mad, because I'm just adding to my stash and not actually building them at a fast enough rate really, so I won't tell her about these. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will speak to you in the next couple of weeks. Hopefully I'll put a video up once this one's complete, and then I will do another update for June. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope everyone's well, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, bye.